So this is coming off the Two Hot Takes subreddit as a screenshot, but it is originally from Am I the Asshole, I believe. And on the Two Hot Takes subreddit, they go, this one is rough. It's titled, Am I the Asshole for telling my wife I don't want to look at her boudoir? Boudoir? Boudoir?
I have no idea how's it spelled.
They're naughty photos. It's French, so that's why I can't fucking say it.
Boudoir.
Boudoir. Okay.
Boudoir.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Got it.
This girl I know, she was showing me that she made this like, it was like a sexy photo album of all, why am I forgetting what the word is? The ones like print right away. Polaroids. And she showed me it too. And she made it for her husband or fiance. And it was so hot. Like it wasn't anything explicit.
That's
it was
what
just
this
all
is.
like super sexy and
Oh my
like
God.
lingerie and like black and white and like a silhouette. And I was like, I want to make one of these for myself.
Literally, you absolutely should. Everyone should. Everyone
was
should
awesome.
have one of these photo shoots. That's what the story is. Okay, so now that I know how to say the fucking word.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife I don't want to look at her boudoir? How did I already forget it?
I knew you would because I already did too.
Okay, Google.
Boudoir.
Okay. Boudoir. Am I the asshole for telling my wife I don't want to look at her boudoir photos? My wife is 2 years older than me. She's 41 now, and I think she knows that she's been aging. Even though she takes reasonably good care of herself, it's pretty stark how she looks and how everyone else in our group of mid to late 30s people look. She must think I'm not attracted to her either. She has a friend who said she would give my wife a discount if she wanted boudoir photos done. My wife went ahead and did them. Yesterday, she surprised me with the results of them, saying she hopes this, quote, helps. I frankly don't think boudoir photos make her any more or less flattering, and a quick glance at them did nothing for me. She kept trying to get me to take them, and I finally put the pictures on the couch behind us and told her to stop being desperate and that there's other ways to deal with a midlife crisis, and that's what she's having. To be honest, I hated how desperate she was acting and knew that the pictures don't do anything for my attraction to her. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. You don't think he is?
Oh, I absolutely
sorry,
think he is.
you looked at me funny.
No, I'm just blown away.
Dude, what the fuck? That's heartbreaking. Let her go. You're an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You can't always control. I mean, you can't control attraction, you know, to an extent. I guess, I don't know. It's, if he didn't feel an initial knee-jerk reaction of being attracted to the photos, it's like, I don't know how much he could have necessarily controlled that, but what he could have controlled is not being a fucking asshole. And I think that's what really gets me. It's like, do you even like your wife? Are you attracted to your wife? Do you want to be with your wife? Like, why would you, if you're feeling these ways, then like, let her go be with someone who is going to literally look at her as the prize and amazing human that she is.
Yeah.
And it's like he's looking at her as if she's like, the way he writes it even is as if she's like washed up. Like he's a dick. Like if anyone talked about me like that, I would not want them in my life, but especially not want them to be my fucking husband.
No.
So it's like, let her go and she'll be able to find someone that will treat her much better. I'm sure of it.
Completely agree. The fact that she said too, like, she surprised me with the results and saying she hopes this helps. There's clearly a reason she did this. Like
Yeah.
she feels bad. Maybe their sex life hasn't been as good, this and that. And like the way he talks about her, like I think she knows that she's aging.
Yeah.
Even though she takes reasonably good care of herself, it's pretty stark how she looks and how everybody else in our friend group
Yep.
of mid to late 30s people look.
Yep.
He's 39.
Yeah.
She's only 2 years older than
Yeah.
him. Why are you acting
Are you
like
having
she's
a midlife
60?
crisis?
Maybe.
he is.
Maybe.
And he is the one who's like, I'm about to be 40 and like I don't know how to
Projecting.
fucking handle it. So he's projecting onto her.
Yep.
So it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This whole story, how it's written is just so gross. Like,
It gave me such ick.
yeah.
I just can't even, because this is such like a nice, I think this is a really thoughtful gift.
100%.
I've seen so many TikToks where people like before they get married will take these sexy boudoir like photo shoots, and I mean the feather robes, the outfits, the poses that these photographers know. incredible.
Yeah.
And this one bride posted the reaction of like her and her husband were sitting outside on this patio. And the friends were in like the room recording. And you see her hand him the book. And he's like, oh, what is this? Flips to the first page and he's like, like you can just see how elated this man was. And he like literally like flips the page. And I think he eventually like grabs her and like is just so excited by this.
Right.
And I think you should. Like, our bodies are so beautiful. And I think we all go through these phases of like, damn, like I hate my body right now. Like I'm really having a tough time with my thyroid, and like I'm getting on medication has been great, but like I've had a really tough time with like how I look, how I feel, mostly how I feel. And I remember thinking in high school, like, wow, I don't feel good. I look like shit. And then you look at high school pictures and you're like, damn, I looked good. Why wasn't I happy then? And like now, like I'll probably feel that same way 5 years from now, like if I have kids and your body changes and it's like, damn, why couldn't I have been appreciative of that time in my life, of that amazing body, of like whatever. It's like our bodies do such amazing things for us every day. It's just kind of like trying to rewire your brain and be grateful. And I think that these boudoir sessions are such an amazing way to do that. And like Moira Rose, take a little tip out of Moira's handbook. Take as many pictures of yourself as you can.
Yeah.
Like you should.
Yeah. Bodies
change. We age. It's a part of life.
Yeah. If you're not aging, then you're not alive. So we should always be grateful for it.
It is such a gift to be able to age. And I think if you look at people in your life that haven't been given that opportunity, that have had chronic illnesses or accidents, traumatic events happen, like it is a gift to be able to age.
Absolutely.
And to age beautifully with a partner that loves you. And it's like, you could have it all, dude.
Yeah.
Like your partner at 41, like she loves you. She's making an effort. And like you are just a terrible fucking asshole.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. It's like I just don't know how you could be so disrespectful. And the fact that she said, I hope this helps, like we were saying, it shows me that whether it was things he actually said, his body language, his like reactions, like she knows, not because she knows, it's because you're fucking obvious, dude, because you're an asshole. Sorry, I've said asshole so many times, but like this just really rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, if you really feel like you can't be attracted to your wife anymore, then let her find someone that will be, because they are out there. Like you're just like if that's how you're gonna treat her, like don't like what I feel like is happening is that they're gonna eventually split.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't split on a note where you break her down to the fucking ground and then let her go. Like
I think, how many times in your life have you gotten a gift you're not crazy about? Do you ever react like this?
No.
Do you ever throw it and say, I'm not interested?
No.
Leave it on the couch behind you and walk away? What? It's a gift.
I know.
It might not be for you. You might not be turned on by those sexy pictures. Maybe that's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
But at least be appreciative that she took the effort and gave you this gift.
Totally. Absolutely. I felt so bad one time. Somebody gave me, an ex-boyfriend gave me a watch, and I I didn't really wear watches.
Yeah.
And I thought he kind of like knew that. And I was just like, oh, thank you. And he was like, that's it. And I was like, yeah, it's nice. I felt like such a fucking dick afterwards, because he was like, I spent so much time picking it out. I was so excited about it. I couldn't wait to see your reaction. Like I spent a lot of money on it. And he's like, your reaction is like literally like makes me want to cry right now.
Aww.
And I felt so fucking bad, because I wasn't like, get it away from me. I was just like, oh, thank you.
You're just taken aback because gifts, like I think a gift should be a representation of that person. And there's definitely gifts that I've got where I'm like, oh, okay. And I need to be better about it too, because I'm really kind of goofy in my head, where if it's not something I like directly picked out myself, I have a really hard time with it. I don't know why. Like I just like, if I have a list, like stick to the list, guys. Because it's like I want stuff that's like really meaningful and useful. And so I don't like getting like gifts that don't represent me and our relationship. Like if you know me, you should get me like a gift like that, like the watch. It's like, he didn't know you don't really wear watches and stuff like that, but yet now you wear an Apple Watch every day. So
yeah, well,
he was on to something.
it was a nice watch. It was a different, like, it wasn't an Apple Watch, but no, I felt so bad after that it like really made me check myself.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it doesn't matter that like it's not something that I would wear. Like, he put so much excitement into it, and like I want to like give him love back for all of the effort that he put in.
Yeah.
And that should be like my first and foremost like reaction for him. And then afterwards I can be like, I actually feel like I might like a bracelet even more. Like, could we go look together, like return it? Because I don't want you to spend your money like on something that
again,
maybe like that I might wear more often.
Yeah.
Like, it could be a conversation later. So it was definitely something where I learned my lesson from.
Yeah, and I think that's a good reminder, because like I don't want to come off as like unappreciative. That's not the case at all. I think, and it's not monetary for me. Like, I love flowers. I love like thoughtful little things. Like, you could give me cute coasters and I would be really excited. I just want it to be something where it's like I wasn't an afterthought in you purchasing this. Like, where it's like, when you can clearly tell someone got something as a gift and then they regifted it to you. I hate stuff like that. Like, don't give it to me.
Yeah, it's funny.
Just like it could be a Starbucks gift card because I love Starbucks. It could be just something so small.
And I think that's what you're saying is just like you want to feel like they had you in mind with like your actual personality.
Exactly.
And that they've like listened to you when they've bought you the gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
And so maybe that was his process. He's like, I wasn't into this fucking thing. Like, she should have thought of me when she gave me the gift.
But when it has to do with like your own like self-reflection, like that is something that people need to be very hyper aware and sensitive of.
Yeah.
So it's like
This is her body.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's also the fact that not only was he unappreciative of this gift, but he literally goes, she kept trying to get me to take them, and I finally put the pictures on the couch behind us and told her to stop being desperate and that there's other ways to deal with a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
You just put her down. You body shamed her. You belittled her. And the top comment really says that. It's got 4.7 upvotes right now. My wife took fancy pictures and showed them to me, and I called her desperate and attacked her emotionally. Yeah, dude, you're the asshole. Let people be happy, especially your wife, question mark. Don't forget how he calls her old and ugly the whole time.
Literally.
Wonder why she's self-conscious.
Literally.